This is Lindsay. It's Sunday, October 26, 2025, and I am going to document some of what has been happening to me in the past couple of days with this narcissist and his hoovering and smear campaign bullshit. So yesterday, a couple days ago when he showed up, I started filming him when he was on my porch, whatever, outside the gate, and then he got mad, but I don't really give a shit because, whatever. And so he had been showing up on, let me see, let me back, okay, so the day before yesterday, which was, like, Friday, he shows up here. Yeah, Friday night, I'm in bed, like, about to sleep. It's still pretty early. It's like 7:30, and I'm in bed, lying down, gonna go to bed, Then there's a knock on the window, and he's like, it's Lewis, and I didn't answer, And then he's like, well, I get off work tomorrow at 6 or something. Yeah, and I'll be back tomorrow, which was yesterday, which was Saturday. And I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. And so then, yesterday, I'm here at home, and around 3 o'clock or so, he shows up, knocking on the door, and I'm like, okay, what's going on? I'm like, I thought that he supposedly said he was going to be at work on Saturday until 6 or 7 o'clock or whatever. Yeah, 7 o'clock. So what is he doing here? And then he's like, I open the door and he starts telling me that his car wouldn't. I was like, what's going on? Oh, well, and we started arguing because I was like, I don't want you, Lewis, you're a liar. I don't want you in my house. I don't want you to come around here anymore. Please just leave me alone because you're full of shit. You lie to me and you just come around here when you want something. You're just using me. I'm not, I know how you are. I know you. And then he's like, I want you. I need you. I want you. I only want to be with you. I'm like, yeah, is that what you say to everybody that you engage with sexually or whatever, that you just want to be with them, and then you lead them on and gang stalk or smear campaign them and then stalk them when you don't get your way, when they reject you, and then you come back to hoover them, or what? Tell me what's going on, because I'm sick and fucking tired of being your backup supply when you're lying to me and doing stuff to with lying to me, basically just exploiting me sexually and just taking advantage of me. And stupid ass me keeps letting you back in my house, I'm thinking. So then we were arguing, and then he's like, oh, I need to see you. Let's go to the store, and then let me take you. Let's get whatever. So I was like, whatever. So he said that his car. This is what his excuse. This is probably a fucking lie, right? So I said, I assume that if he's not lying about what happened to his car, then what probably happened is that Friday when he got off work, he got fucked up, or something, after he left here and I didn't answer. He went out and got drunk because he's a fucking alcoholic. He's got a drinking problem, and when he drinks, he also smokes, and God knows what else. I think he does. I think he's a coke addict. I'm pretty sure he does cocaine or something else. He does something. You can tell he's on some kind of drugs. I can see it in his pupil and his eyes. His pupils are always dilated. So he probably what he did is when he left here and I didn't answer, he probably went and got fucked up drunk on a Friday night, or did something, went out with somebody, went to a bar, or did whatever he does, went to some other his other supply, somebody's, whatever. I'm sure he was involved with somebody, or he's involved with a lot of different women, I know that. And I don't know who his friends are. I have no fucking idea. I've never been to his house. He's never introduced me to any of his friends. He just got a bunch of toxic fucking women, girlfriends that he fornicates with, that he hooks up with, and he lies about it. I know that he does, and I think he's also involved with men. And I know that he's doing shit behind my back all the time, lying to me all the fucking time, coming around here, disappearing for several weeks at a time, and then coming back and, I missed you and I went in and all that bullshit lies, right? Because he's a fucking liar, two-faced liar. And so all he's doing now is just trying to get revenge on me. That's it. That's what this whole thing is about, to try to entrap me, to make me look foolish so he can get revenge on me, to make me look fucking stupid or desperate when in fact I don't give a shit what the fuck he's doing. I couldn't care less. I don't even want to have anything to do with him. But he wants to make sure that he gets even with me to make me look stupid so that he can win this battle, right? Because that's what they have to do, is they have to win. Anything that goes wrong, they have to prove that they're the winner, that look what I did, look at how stupid you are. You kept letting me hoover you, coming back, accepting my fucking hoovering shit, when he's a pest. He's a fucking pest. He's a manipulator and he's a liar. And so I don't know why I should just get a fucking restraining order on him, but that's not going to do any good. Getting a restraining order on people like this doesn't do any good. They just still continue to harass you. And fuck no, I haven't given him my phone number, and I don't plan on giving him my phone number. He's like, oh, unblock me. I'm like, I don't have you fucking blocked. I just am not giving you my phone number. I'm not going to give you my fucking phone number ever again. Ever. So he doesn't have my phone number, thank God. But he still comes around here and thinks, now he's like, well, let's make this exclusive. Let's just be, I just want to be with you. I only want to be with you. I own you. You're mine. You're mine. Am I yours? I'm like, what are you talking about? You say this, but you're with other women. You've been involved with other people, but you want me to just dedicate. I was like, how fucking dare you? You know good and well that I was only loyal to you, wasn't involved with anybody else intimately, yet you sit here and fucking fuck off with all these women and doing all this shit and then come back to me and expecting me to bow down to your fucking ass, motherfucker. Like I'm supposed to be loyal to a goddamn lying, cheating shit fuck. I'm thinking, what the fuck am I thinking? What's wrong? What's wrong with me to even believe one fucking word out of his mouth? Because he's a fucking liar. He's just using me, exploiting me, and God knows how many women he's with. Because I know that he's with a lot of women. He admits it. He talks about it. He slips up and admits shit that he does all the fucking time. And so then he shows up the other day at around 3 o'clock, and he's driving he says he's driving his mother's car. His car, for whatever reason, when he was trying to go to work that morning, yesterday morning, his car wouldn't start, or it was stuck in gear. So something's wrong with the transmission. And so he had to wait for his parents to wake up so they could call the tow truck and tow it to the mechanic. And so apparently his car is at the mechanic, and they're not going to be able to look at it until Monday, and it's something with the transmission. That's a fucking bullshit. He probably fucking wrecked his car. He probably got fucking drunk on Friday night and got into a fucking car accident or something. He probably wrecked it, I would imagine. I think he's lying about something. I think he's full of shit. But whatever. He lies so goddamn much that I don't believe a fucking word that he says. So he shows up in his mother's car, and he's like, well, let me take you to the store. Let's go out. Let me take. I was like, well, I was gonna leave. Can you just move your car so I can get out of here? Let me take you. Oh, okay, fine, fuckhead. Take me. I need to go to the fucking dollar store. Take me then if you want. You want to drive? Fine, take me there. Or whatever, fine, if you insist. So we went to the dollar store, and then I got a couple of things, and I think he paid for a little bit of it. And I'm like, well, Lewis, I was going to do, you just come over and take up all my time, and I have things to do. So here's what I want to do. I want to go for a walk. I want to go to the cemetery or do something, Oh, okay, fine. And I'm telling him where to go. Because I don't want to just, all he wants to do is just fucking take advantage of me and fornicate or whatever, get me to do what I don't, I know how this guy is. So he's just using me, treat me like a fucking doormat, and then exploiting me, and then criticizing me subtly, but basically just criticizing me and taking advantage of me. Because all this asshole all he cares about is appearance. With these people, all they care about is the way you look and the way you're going to make them feel, and can they use you as an object to take out in public, to exploit you, to make you look fucking foolish, or, to show you off if you look good, or to make themselves feel better about their pathetic fucking low-life self. Because they're such dirty individuals, and they do so much filthy, dirty shit that they have to make up and compensate for all the crap they do. So he comes over here every time he fucks up, right? When he goes out with these trashy fucking whore women that he fornicates with, or whatever the fuck, his co-workers or whoever, and then he comes back running to me. Oh, I need to be with you, I need you, I miss you, nah, 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 nah. And stupid ass me, feeling sorry for his sorry ass or whatever, lets him in my house believing all his fucking lies when he's a fucking liar. So he comes over here, and we go after that Dollar Tree. He's driving his mother's Ford Taurus car, and he's like, look how girly it is, and it's got like this dangling cross in it, and it's got like, I'm like, okay, yeah, Lewis, whatever. And I'm thinking, I don't believe a fucking word that he says about what happened to his car. That's a lie. That's a fucking lie. It's a fucking lie. I know that he's lying about that. And so we go to the cemetery that's over here on the east side, this zip code that I've been to before. He's actually been there with me before. And I had to go pee. It's all muddy. It's all fucking muddy because it had rained a little bit. And so my shoes got covered in mud. And, whatever. And it's just kind of... And he eats his McDonald's. He goes to McDonald's, by the way, first, before we go there. And I'm starting to think that every time... I don't want to go with him to any place, especially when it comes to food or whatever, because I believe that they poison my food or put something in my drink. Because every time I drink anything from soda or whatever, I feel like I'm being drugged. I feel like every time I eat something that he's given me, or if I go to... there's somebody drugging me. That probably he's paying them to do that. Because I don't trust him. I don't trust any place that I go to with him. Because this guy is so fucking evil. He's so fucking evil that I feel like he's trying to kill me. I really do. As silly as that might sound, this guy is a fucking... He's my nemesis. He's horrible. He treats me like a fucking object. And so the cemetery... We're there, and then right when we're sitting in his car, he's finishing up his McDonald's food, and then this black SUV pulls up, and this man gets out of the car with himself and a bunch of children, like 4 little kids, or 3 or 4 children. I don't know how many, whatever. And they go walk into this grave. And I'm watching them, and the grave is shaped like a heart, like a broken heart kind of headstone. And the kids are just playing on it and kind of hugging it, and he's sort of touching it, and they're all touching it, and the kids are all laughing and kind of playing, and he's just sort of looks like he's upset. And then they're there for like about 10 minutes, and then they leave. And I said, well, hey, go look at that. I want to see what and we're like, yeah, it's probably his wife or somebody, and yeah, because we both suspected that it was probably the wife who died. And I'm like, I wonder how she died, maybe cancer, breast cancer or something, or a heart attack, or, I don't know. And I said, go look at the headstone, go look at it, please. Since you have would you please go look at it? And he's like all hesitant. I said, please, just go look at the name of the person. I want to see what the name is and what year and all that, the year of the headstone and the name. So he does, and he tells me that the name of the person was Nora Zamora, Nora whatever. And I forget but the last name was Zamora. And so I looked her up. I was able to find the obituary, and she died last year, December 3rd, 2023. is when she died. And that's, ironically enough, that's his birth date, is December 3rd. And her name was Nora. And I'm thinking, I know somebody named Nora. I know I've talked to somebody named Nora, and that's kind of odd. It's just a coincidence because that's a real common name, but I'm thinking, wow, it's kind of strange. And so I'm thinking, I'm looking at the obituary later on. I'm thinking, I wonder, did this woman, how did she die? Because it doesn't say anything about that, but it's talking about how he was with her till her last breath. And I'm like, well, did he poison her? You know, what happened here? How did she die? You know, that's pretty young. She was like 42 years old. Did she die of cancer? Did she die in an accident, of a heart attack, or what? What happened to the lady? Because it didn't say. And I tried to find her Facebook. I didn't find a Facebook profile or her husband to try to get more clues about what happened. Because a lot of these times these people leave revealing clues in their Facebook or shit like that. So I'm thinking, the more I'm thinking about it, I'm like, well, maybe, you know, maybe you never know what happened. You never know how this person died. But I start to speculate my own conclusions about things. You know, maybe she was sick, she died of some kind of cancer, possibly, or another scenario would be that he was having an affair with somebody that he maybe works with, and he was poisoning her slowly and killed her or something, and she died. And because he looked like, when I noticed this man, he looked like he was sad, but not really sad. He looked like he was more like he was almost trying to hide something. When I looked at him in the cemetery, he looked like he was guilty of something. That's what I got, was that he was hiding something that he felt ashamed of. That's just kind of what I got from looking at this man. That he wasn't really mourning the loss of her. It's more like he was upset or kind of like trying to hide something. That's just the first impulse that I got, my first intuition from looking at him. It was kind of strange. I don't know how to describe it, but I kind of felt like, wait a minute. I think that he's hiding something that he knows that he's not telling. That's just what I kind of felt. For whatever reason, I don't know. You know, I get these weird feelings about certain people when I see them and the way I watch them, the way they interact. And I was like, something is telling me that there's something that he's hiding. That he knows more than he's telling. That's what I get, is that he knows something that he's not talking about. That's what I suspect. And so I was like, huh. And I couldn't stop thinking about it. I was thinking about it a lot today. I was thinking about it for whatever reason, and I kept kind of like obsessing, not obsessing, but thinking about that whole scenario in the cemetery, just thinking about it and trying to come up with the conclusions about what was really going on there, and what, I was just baffled, I guess, in a way. And let me see. I don't know. It's just weird. Like, I'm just really wanting to know, how did that girl die? How did she die? Her name was Nora Zamora Miranda. She died. Nora Leticia Miranda Zamora. She died she was born February 6, 1982 in San Luis Potosi, Mexico. And she died December 3rd, 2024. But like I said, I checked out her obituary, and there's a picture of her, and it doesn't say anything about how she died, but Nora had a beautiful soul. She was loved and will be dearly missed by her husband, children, and everyone that knew her. She was a strong, loving wife, mother, and a great friend. My wife was always caring for us. She was an amazing mother to our children and always there for us and gave us her unconditional love. She turned my world around and molded me into the husband that I am today, leaving me with our 4 beautiful children who will always carry her love and unforgettable memories. She fought for us until her very last breath. Well, so she was fighting something. What? Fighting cancer? What? Was she fighting slow poisoning? That sounds horrible. I'm sorry. I know I can say things that are pretty crude. But honestly, like, there's just something off. Like, I can't help but wonder why I can't stop thinking about that, and why something was leading me. Something kept telling me to investigate it more. And I don't know why, but I kept getting urged by some invisible force to look into that obituary more and try to find out more about it. But like I said, there's nothing else there about indicating anything about how she died. It's just she was fighting something. So, but that heart, the heart is significant of what? Like, is that... A heart could mean a lot of things, but is that a heart failure? Was it cancer? Was it slow poisoning of her system that she finally gave out, you know? I'm just really curious, because that's a young age. So that happened, and I felt like that was like a sign. Like, the weirdest things happen to me when I'm with this man. Like, it's like there's something so malevolent about him, because it's like every time we go to a cemetery, which is not that all, just weird shit happens to me when I'm around him. Like, the signs are everywhere, warning me about him, that he's that he's trying to harm me, that he already did try to fucking poison me, and he didn't get away with it. And I'm still letting him in my house. I shouldn't even have anything to do with this man. He tried to fucking poison me, and I'm still allowing him into my space, like, rent free. What's wrong with me? And no one believes me. When you've been abused, like coercive abuse by these kinds of people, it's like you're so fucked in the head and so in shock at what they've done to you. And it's like, I can't believe that I've let this man, what's wrong with me? What has he done? What the fuck is who's he involved with? What kind of cults is this man involved with? And then he started talking about, he talks about, my coworkers, we went to this restaurant the other day on Broadway. I'm like, so you go out to lunch with your coworkers, Lewis? He's like, no, I went by myself. But it's like he'll say something and then he'll all of a sudden say, no, I didn't mean that. I went by myself. So what the fuck are you saying? You went to lunch with your coworkers, but then you went by yourself. Oh, okay, to some Mediterranean restaurant on Broadway. Oh, is that your new girlfriend, the one you're fucking working with, or your new supply, who you're probably fucking having sex with, who's probably also married? He's such a fucking liar. I'm just saying, it's like, he's so manipulative and such a player and a liar. Lies. And it's like, I can't, fuck that shit, Screw him and his fucking lies and his fake shit with his car crap and all this shit. It's just one thing after the next with him, one lie after the next, so that he can come up with excuses that he's been with someone else. Whenever a narcissist like that, a player, is trying to juggle multiple supply, they will say the most asinine shit and come up with the most fucking crazy excuses that you can imagine to try to cover their asses, so that they can try to justify for where they've been, what they're doing. And it's like, I don't even fucking care what you're doing anymore. Just stay the fuck away from my house. Just don't come here anymore. Because next time, you're going to be met with a police officer to arrest you, or stalking, or a fucking a trespassing or something. I'm fucking tired of your fucking shit, fucking lying asshole.